Welcome back to the show. During this pandemic, we have said the phrase, the show must go on several times, not just talking about our show, but of course, talking about the shows that happen on the stage. And we love checking in with our friends that are actors and educators in the stage world, especially American stage. Let's go ahead. Welcome in Tiffany Ford, Patrick Jackson. I love seeing both of you come up on my screen, getting ready to talk to you. You've both become such good friends of the show. How are you?
So good. We're so happy to be here.
Thanks for having us, Natalie.
Well, we're excited because, I feel like schools, back in session. Carly even alluded to it earlier that her kids have 2 weeks under their belt now. Same can go for your theater group. You also have a lot of educational programs, and I know some new ones. Tiffany, we'll begin with you since we're kind of talking about kids and back to school. How can kids have some fun with American Stage?
Yeah, well, our virtual academy has become quite a bright spot in what we all know is a challenging moment right now, where we really get to see growth and innovation and people coming together to engage their minds and connect with each other. So we have some after school classes and some Saturday morning classes focused on storytelling, focused on sketch comedy writing, and we're also able to provide some of that content to the schools for our outreach programs where we do residencies in schools. So it's really great to be able to continue to connect with young people and schools and families.
I love hearing this. And before we jump into talking about the adult side of things, we're taking a look at some of the kids now. I want to kind of follow up with you, Tiffany. Talk about what these classes are able to provide kids, what that skill set looks like that they're able to build on, and who makes a good student in one of your classes.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see students, they're using their device on their own to engage with us virtually. And
He's not a student. Hey there.
Yeah, yeah. It makes for there's Patrick. It makes for a very accessible experience, actually, where students can be comfortable to be themselves in their own space, and it really helps them discover more about their own voice and really dig into their own voice and their own expression, and then be able to connect that with others and collaborate to create something new. So it's really an empowering experience for young people, and as we say, our educational mission is to empower people to be bolder, wiser, and more compassionate on stage and in life. And now we can really explore theatrical storytelling online safely from home.
I'm glad to hear you're being able to do it safely, as Patrick demonstrated with his moves that we got a glimpse of. Patrick, let's go ahead and bring you in. Talk about some adult classes. One in particular that really caught my attention, Sketch Saturdays. I think that's a fabulous name for some of these classes. Explain what you're able to offer for the kids at heart, the older ones of us.
Sure. So, American Stage Education is known primarily for our 12-year-old American Stage Improv program. And with the pandemic kind of shifting things, we really wanted to stay connected to that community. So we're offering a sketch writing course. It's going to be taught by one of our improv company co-founders, Ricky Wayne of Hawk and Wayne. And we're really still tapping into that collaboration and that creativity. And everybody has a joke to tell. So I'm excited to kind of see through a virtual platform what our students are going to create. And hopefully in the future, we'll have an opportunity to put some of those sketches on stage when we return physically.
I feel like, and maybe this is just me, but I doubt I'm alone. It's like, yeah, maybe I could, tell jokes, or maybe I've always had a desire to do this, but I don't know if I'm actually, up to the challenge of being able to do work with the stage. Why is that a wrong misconception? And why these classes are really something that people can kind of get a feel for it, maybe build their confidence if this is something they've always been interested in?
Sure. I think a lot of people think theater and they think I have to be a performer, but that's not the case. Our mission at American Stage is powerful stories boldly told. So it's all about how you connect to the story. So I think a perfect example, our LGBTQIA legacy class, that's about the contributions of queer identifying creatives and their space in the theater industry. And it's not necessarily about performance. So it's really just taking a step to learn some more about this wide theater industry, and you can be a part of that story just through a class like that.
And I love the cultural foundations that it gives us about our own history, our own cultural history. So we're really excited about our legacy classes like the class Patrick mentions.
So let's talk. Classes run through November. So it's kind of like you're committing, you're seeing if you like something. Who does make a good candidate? when it comes to their signing up. Let's talk kids and what some of those classes are, and then adults too, just so we kind of cover everything if people are starting to get the itch to maybe get involved in this virtual world.
So our classes are open to ages K through 12. Our youth classes are grades K through 12. So we have something for each age level, and it's really really wonderful for students after school and students looking for something on the weekend. There are the Sketchy Saturday classes for teens, so teens interested in writing and writing solo or writing together. And then our Bravery Brigade youth class is about storytelling for young people, really teaching them different stories and digging into story structure. And then our adult classes, Patrick, do you want to speak to who that's right for?
Yeah, I've found that our adult classes are really right for someone that's looking to kind of lifelong learn, someone that may be interested in theater, but not the performance side, and just looking to meet some new friends. We've had several of our adult students that have come in just for the social aspects. Obviously, they're at home, but they can still connect to the screen, especially with our play script club focusing on social justice. So that's a small class that'll be reading 1 to 2 plays every 2 weeks, focused on social justice and having conversations about those texts.
I can't help but bring up the new season. Any hints? I know you've got a big announcement here coming up.
We have a season announcement that when this airs will have happened already, but people can still go on to our Facebook page, our American Stage Facebook page, or check out American Stage on YouTube to watch the season announcement back. And see what is on our virtual stage, what we're planning for our on-site return, and so it'll be a really exciting announcement.
Great. I love all the, there's the website there for all the information, and I love you're not giving any teasers, any spoilers. You are lock and key there. I love it. Well, guys, we always enjoy seeing you and get this update from American Stage. Please take care and join us again soon, okay?
Thank you so much. You too.